performer coming up. We love him. You'll love him. Paul Gillespie.
Paul's got in the room. Maybe. All right. What was I going to say? So what's weird is that the last thing we do with our phones anymore is talk to people. But then we buy other machines that talk to us, like Alexa, and Google Home. But we like those because they only speak when spoken to. Kind of like good Amish children. Even like elevators are talking to you, second floor. I'm in this one elevator, my favorite hotel in New York, and they're on business. Goes down to the ground floor, the door's open, it goes, lobby. Are you talking to me? Lobby. Yes, it's the lobby. Lobby? Are you going to the lobby bar too? I mean, I'm a married guy alone in a hotel, and the elevator is hitting on me. I kind of liked it. I missed my dinner meeting. Spent the rest of the night with Ellie. Going up, coming down, lobby, up, down, lobby, up, down, lobby. I said I was married, I'm not dead. So I'm married, I'm happily married for 32 years. Because death will us part. Yeah. But it's a long time, 32 years, especially when you consider that you only get 20 years for manslaughter. So 32 years later, I've got 3 kids. Yeah. And some of them are here tonight. So, sorry, kids. But it's hard to have kids. It's hard to raise kids, right? Because I think about my life before I had kids, and I think about my life after I had kids. I'm like, that was crazy. I mean, it's just like, it's like zip, bang, brahoo crazy to have kids. But we do it because we want to have sex. I mean, if gardening was better than sex, we'd all be vegetarians. And Martha Stewart living would be porn. And you'd see a lot more guys on their knees. So, 3 kids, 32 years later, I'm a middle-aged empty nester. And I know I'm middle-aged because my bowel movements are scheduled. But peeing is not. I hate my son's music. And I have a prescription for Viagra. Okay, right? There was a little weird talking about that. The room got weird there, right? Because I'm the only guy that's going to admit it, right? And all of America, the only guy in his 50s who hates his son's music. But it's weird talking about Viagra. Talk about that, right? But that in itself is weird because we'll talk about lots of other stuff that we do to be younger and sexier, right? I mean, working out and losing weight. You go to CVS, it's nothing but products that make you look and feel younger and sexier. It's the whole business of the whole women's magazine industry. Yet here we've got millions of guys literally drinking from the fountain of youth every day. Nobody wants to talk about it. It's like Ponce de Leon actually discovered the fountain of youth, but he doesn't want to tell anybody. Hey, Ponce, looking good, baby. I haven't seen you for, what, like 10 years since you got back from America. You don't look a day older. What is your secret? Oh, quit smoking. Quit smoking. It's that good Florida weather, you got to use sunscreen and get daily moisturizer. It'll be good. So look, if I'm middle-aged at 56, let's do the math on that. Yeah, I'm here at 112. That's a long time, and stuff's going to start to break down. Apparently starting down there. Which is why we got to get comfortable talking about Viagra and stuff, because trust me, you don't want 35 million baby boomer guys running around for the next 50 years forced into celibacy because the warranty expired on the original equipment. That's not going to end well. It's like the premise of the next Purge movie. So about 7 years after I got married, we started our family, and within 3 years later, we've got 3 kids. Which 3 years, I'm not really sure. really fast, like in a cluster. It's like a big clusterfuck. So first time my wife leaves me alone with the kids, she goes to a book club. She's gone for 3 hours, which is 8 years in childcare. Whenever it was my turn to babysit, I always, sorry, back it up, sorry. Whenever I took care of my kids. Right, honey? Guys, pro tip here, you don't babysit your kids, you take care of your kids. You pay somebody else to babysit your kids. Remember that, all right? Where was that? Oh yeah, whenever it was my turn to babysit the kids, I always made sure to keep the bar really, really low. Like, let's just try to keep them alive till Mom gets home. Because 20 years for manslaughter, right? If you didn't think you were nuts to have kids, don't worry. They're going to take care of it. They'll make you crazy. Which is the only reason we stop having kids, really. I mean, because nobody's going to sleep with you if you're batshit crazy, not even your wife. Kids are they're like the backed up data files of your life. They're like little versions of us that we keep around because we're going to need them later when the system starts to break down, which is why we have a couple of them for redundancy before we go crazy. Because, you got to have a few for backup because there's just going to be that one that just might not work out so well. All right? Here's when you're like, honey, what's the Amazon password? I think we should send Hunter back to Amazon. That's it for me. I've been Paul Gillespie.
All right, we got a few more for you. You ready for them? That's a good audience. I usually don't like these audiences. All right, let's put our hands together for the fabulous Sean Lee.